Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country in Conarium, and here we are in the Alien Matrix recreation of Dr. Faust's old manor house. And as stated before, this place has seen better days, like a lot of better days. Because, again, we're dealing with, yet again, another scion of a rich family. There we go. Another scion of a rich family who's used their wealth to plunder other cultures.
Deliberately preserved heads from Mesopotamian marshlands. Such cultivated minds kept in permanence by getting dried under the scorching sun with methods now lost to us.
Oh, whoops. I'll have to make sure to be able to go through. But yeah, that's Dr. Faust doing audio narration. I didn't realize that this this was a audio tour. Oh, so yeah, we're gonna get all of it. Alright, so the thing is about the preserved heads is that this actually makes sense with the Conarium. The Conarium, we've discovered, connects these dead minds together. You know, the system we're currently in, you know, the only living mind in this Matrix. So next time somebody talks to you about, you know, how awesome it will be once they upload your brain into a giant computer, just remember how hellish this place is. Because I don't see Microsoft producing anything better. Nothing more to say, guy? Alright. That goes under the U. But yeah. Ooh, alligator.
A stuffed, subadult Nile crocodile, one of the oldest creatures still living on the face of the earth.
Alright. Well, the thing about the crocodiles is that, like with spiders and sharks, they're living fossils. They've been here since the time of virtually the dinosaurs, and they've evolved perfectly for their environment. They have no need to evolve any further. They're doing fine. Thank you. Empty. I don't know what he's planning to fill with that. Hopefully it's not my head. Oh, this... Alright, I have a flashlight, don't I? Yep, there we go. Alright, so let's see the audio tour has you to say about this.
A medicine man mask from northwest Africa.
Well, you know how it is. Wait. There we go. You know how it is. You know, some culture spends hundreds of thousands of years creating the culture to have these incredible works of art, and some rich white guy just, you know, picks him up for a song. Hey.
A sacrifice ritual mask from Middle Africa.
What is it supposed to look like? A gray? Well, you know, a reddish gray. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, this was where we lived with Dr. Faust for a while, and the whole... That's right. The whole concept of the main character being kind of subordinate to a charismatic but incredibly dangerous individual and unstable is a staple in Lovecraft's terms. There's Harvey Wern and Randolph Carter in the Statement of Randolph Carter. There's the two unnamed protagonists in The Hound. Yeah, Lovecraft is probably a bit of a sub. Anyways, so yeah, this is probably how they got that wealth, shipping slaves. Because you notice the concept of the Africans. Now, at this point in English history, slaving is illegal, but all of the wealth they seized to build these houses, these great houses that last for generations and then fall into squalor because their descendants become progressively dumber and dumber. Oh, what's this? Oh, cool. Crowbar. I guess I'll be smashing something open. Alright, let's try to avoid falling through the floor. Or, you know, touching baskets. Touching electrical cables. Good God, man. I mean, he must really be on a budget, or he sold every last thing he had for this Conarium experiment. Alright,
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
right, like to, say... Oh, wait, this isn't Antarctica, so where is he going here? I don't recognize the map. Can't get a close-up on it either. Now, remember, this is a recreation from Dr. Faust's mind, so this doesn't necessarily... doesn't necessarily have to be all of this being contingent on a single point in time. Like, he could have been thinking about going on a trip, and, you know, because went to Antarctica, and there it is. And yeah, Satan and Cain and Abel, that's what that is. All right, I recognize this. I kind of know my own mythology.
Locked.
Not locked. It's just that the recreation doesn't actually extend further in the house. There's nothing out there. Just a white void. All right. Let's... Ooh. What do we got here?
This relic is from Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanaldi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld.
What?
I had it brought by an old captain friend who often visits that island for trading purposes.
Is his name Obed Marsh? Yeah, what gave away that could be connected to the underworld? The skull or the feathers of carrion bird? Ugh. Alright, see what this particular staff is. Nothing to say about this one? Alright, cool. Let's go see some more.
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
Yep, earlier episode we were here talking to the ghost of, well, not the ghost, the memory image. Now that's a picture of the one over by the trip, so wherever he went is here. Probably Africa. Yeah, there's... same stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Why... oh, clipping. Anyways. Yeah. The earlier recreation was much smaller. This must be... our connection to the Conarium must be getting more stable. I did not feel, you know, happy about that. Time bore. Antarctica... huh. Got some dates here. 1949. No idea why, though. And it's not like the calendars we had the day with annotations. Yeah, I really feel great about living in a place where the guy just keeps skulls lying around. Oh, okay. And this wasn't here before.
A native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Fumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Fumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
Interesting creating myth. Interesting creation myth. I'm just kind of curious if that's actually what it is, or just a misinterpretation by, you know, colonial culture.
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it.
Well, that does fit the motif for going with the Conarium, and the fact that this is the idea of all these preserved minds inside of the Conarium is a form of necromancy itself, if you think about it. And for some reason, he decided this would be an awesome thing to link to. Figurine of Emperor... yeah, this is kind of a... if you've read At the Mountains of Madness, that's kind of a little tongue-in-cheek nod, because among the horrors they find in the Elder Things temples, and city, is giant albino penguins. Seriously. There's even another game called Eldritch, in which they're which is a Lovecraft-themed shooter, which they show up as one of the enemies. Let's see. Ah, there we go. I don't see if any of these can open. I'm never really quite sure, with all the crouching, whether they expected us to be concealing ourselves from enemies behind this cover or something. I have the idea some of the mechanics might have been removed. Ah, funerary. Yeah, you were a necromancer before you knew about the Conarium, weren't you? You need all these funerary material. Oh, that's lovely. Nothing? Alright. Oh, somebody's letter. Let's read somebody else's mail. Old friend, what you told me about the shared nature of experience that Conarium provides makes you think the necromantic means of data inquiry. Oh, so, yeah, we're going along with this concept that essentially it's a networked mind server. Great. I'm sure you'll remember that I told you about certain corpses never decay but rest firm and fat in their tombs for 1,000 years. I believe with some help from certain acquaintance, I can provide you with such specimens. This would be beneficial to both, I believe. Eagerly awaiting your answer, H. Warren, Harry Warren. Oh, for God's sakes. I just said his name. Anyways, Warren. Any case, yeah, Warren's the primary character of the Statement of Randolph Carter, despite the title. And yeah, I'll link a link to that story because it does actually fit into his concept of looking for a Conarium-like system in his own exploration that goes horribly wrong. Anyways, I don't see anywhere else to go out here, so... Miss anything? You don't open? Okay. Can't jump over the desk because, you know, I have no ability to jump. Because I must have a bad knee. Alright, let's go. Let's continue the rest of the tour. Yeah, we ran down this section, we're consumed by darkness, so... I'm thinking it's more likely it ran out of memory space than anything, you know, dark and mysterious. We have light switches but no lights. Alright, it's gonna be... I like how the fact they really want us to get a flashlight. Alright, Dr. Faust's journal. As told in some banned ancient volumes I was able to acquire, it is evident that Conarium, when properly adapted to work with the human psyche and psychology, can transcend the mind beyond limits of space and time into a peculiar place we're not yet able to explore. If not for our own experience corresponding exactly with the depictions provided in the Necronomicon, you always have to have a Necronomicon reference, and some other books of forgotten lore, I could easily declare myself a madman. You are crazy. Conclusively, I have solid evidence printed out for me to justify the objectivity of my position. The dimension is completely devoid of light other than small, glowing, and morphing geometrical shapes appearing, hey, those are apps, and disappearing momentarily around us. The concept of Google taking over a system like this is horrific. I also feels extremely cold, but I do believe these are just null sensations that our physical body attained that's otherwise impossible to acquire without the Conarium. It's because they're dead people in there. It's not for us to see this fantastic world with a pair of corporeal eyes, and possibly we're the first explorers to ever reach this ancient forbidden place, but this question now weighing heavily in our mind is whether we could ever fully understand experience with the hindrance of our own limited sensations. Oh, what's this? Oh, right, that's the device we have. Wait. If we're a virtual occupying a virtual system... A second. Yeah, right, we don't have that in this recreation, so we only remember wearing this thing. And that's the Conarium... Yeah, that's the Conarium blueprints, which don't look terribly detailed. Huh.
Looks like something's missing here.
Yeah, there's a puzzle. You got nightmares. Gods. You're such a freak, Faust. Oh. What?
It sounded like the floor is hollow back there.
Oh, secret compartments. With the creepy stuff, yeah. This creepy stuff is public, but you want this hidden. Great. Ornamental metal object. Oh, and a phonograph cylinder. We got another audio log. Alright, let's take a look at this.
A serpentine ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
Look into its eyes. Look into its eyes. It's probably a lizardmen one. And the lizardmen were actually known in Lovecraft for being hypnotic, sometimes controlling entire empires by hypnosis. Sounds like, you know, counterproductive, but hey.
Woodland lizard spirit mask.
Dude, you'll chat for like hours on stuff, but no, this mask is just a woodland lizard mask. Cool. Anyways, yeah. We are probably in a network created by lizardmen. And lizardmen think of humans as food and slaves, so that's probably why the sysadmin doesn't like us. Anything on here? Books. Ah. I like intercepting other people's mail. Dear E.W. Ross. Who is Ross? Faust changed his name? how do we comprehend oh, he stole somebody else's mail. Anyways, how can we comprehend exactly how much time has passed since the erection of earlier ziggurats in Samario? How can we know about the time-worn Sphinx still standing on the Giza Plazo? They only justify the sheer ignorance of mankind by forcibly making us emit our instantaneous vibrations in the class cosmos or button illusion. Oh, he's a nihilist. Before nihilism was a thing. Or was it? Right, this is post-War II. We get to say nihilism. But this might have been written before? I don't know. Today we want to inform you about such a thing is equally interesting as such edifices. That's something I presume you will have a hard time believing. I have finally acquired some information regarding the fabled city of Rub-a-Khali, which is said to be built in an undreamt age of certain wonders and rumored to be intentionally submerged beneath the eternal shifting sands thousands of years ago. There's even more to the story. According to the reliable source, there should be depictions or information about whose locations of ancient Conariums buried within those halls. Within a few weeks, you'll see a book containing a location of those cities and a map predating old maps known today, directly caught from Antediluvian originals, available on Amazon for $19.99. I'm sure you'll be excited beyond imagination and eager to discuss these findings in details, but that will have to wait once I'm away for visiting some oriental wonders of the old world. I'm sure you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon, Harley Warren. Yeah. Okay, Warren. Probably never came back from the trip. But this actually makes me think that he's referring to the Nameless City, which is yet another Lovecraftian story. I'm going to have to put links to all these stories in the description because it is getting... Oop. Hang on. It's getting... Something else down here? Alright. It's getting kind of thick with references. I'm not sure if it's the benefit of the story or not. Alright, let's hit it.
When using Conarium, we are able to be seen as well as to see. For some time, I was detecting a conscious something, previously unseen by my rudimentary vestiges. Only lately, it becomes clear to me. Now it comes into every session. It seems to materialize more and more each time. I won't attempt describing it, but only would say that it's not benevolent. From what I can get from its glowing semblance, which I believe is used as a way of communication, it can sense you, only if you spend a considerable time within the sessions. I've read about it in the cursed Necronomicon and some elusive records compiled from deep-rooted Bedouin oral literature. Thus learned that it tries reaching the corporeal vessel to dominate and execute the wanderers of the beyond, such as ourselves. But again, against all warnings, I was a fool to believe that I can stop it with just simple signs and incantations. As a resort, we ended up lighting up the place with myriads of candles as well as electrical lamps, but still shiver with fear with every noise our rundown enclave is causing, isolated from ancient darkness of the night.
Right. So I was right about there being a sysadmin. So, good going there. Yeah, that's definitely from Beyond. Sorry, no. Yep, from Beyond, in which you can use a device to see things from beyond the light spectrums that men are meant to see, but in doing so, you are seen. Ignorance in the Lovecraftian universe is your only defense. But yeah, he just kept going because, you know, he's the upper class. He shouldn't be denied anything, including other dimensions that humans were not meant to transcend. Alright, what do we got?
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time. It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit, Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways.
Yeah, you stole it. There is still to this day a massive black market dealing with ancient artifacts the 1% just, you know, take from one another. Because that's what history's for.
Elusive mask from the submerged parts of Kerguelen Islands.
Well, not much to this, but I kind of like this one. Got a good shape to it. All right, what do we got here? Ooh,
A
this is
cryptic mask with an untraced origin.
the xenomorph. Well, technically, yes. The alien universe, like I've said before, is a Lovecraftian one. The monster is based on Lovecraftian feel, so to speak, by H.
What?
Okay, get more here.
Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
You know, I just realized, you know, that's probably his consciousness talking to me. God knows what's left of us at this point. But it may just be nothing more than recorded data.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder.
Ah, but he was a D&D guy. Got it. Alright, alright. Can't go that way. Great. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I got an idea. Eight pointy shapes on it. Does this go here? I guess not. It figures it would be in the same room, but in adventure games, nothing's ever that convenient. Alright, so we gotta find out where else we can go. I think we missed a portal anywhere. Lovely atmosphere, by the way. The developers ever listening to this. Ah, wait, another door. Down to the basement, the creepy, creepy basement. Leaving the door open in case I have to flee for my life. Alright, let's see where he's kept the bodies. I wasn't joking, was I? But they're not human bodies. Son of a bitch dug up lizardmen bodies. These are Conarium-linked mines, and I'd love to be able to open this, though. Boiler. Okay. Ooh. Other people's mail. Lying outside the known space-time continuum, this dimension to which the gate is knowledge and the key is the Conarium. As we start to shed our fleshly bindings, he's like Theo, we start to perceive more and more. If we inquire by merely knowing and thinking any subject matter, windows to related space-time open up in our non-material selves, our minds. Yes, yes, it is a database search based in our minds, made of dead lizard people. And what's better, we've grasped the experiences in the sessions are shared and even improved by all the attendees' personal knowledge. Even thinking about the possibilities may bestow upon us in our quest for transcending the limits of our mortal bodies is about to make me crazy. Sometimes I think what has been keeping our sanity intact inside this forbidden place. Beyond the thick walls of pitch blackness surrounding us, there is something looming, whispering in my ears in language familiar, yet I cannot discern its content. Yeah, that's our version of 4chan. Just wait till you get to that. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, so you may be glad you missed the last bit because I had to run around and try to figure this puzzle out. Turns out the solution to this puzzle is that you go back to the office. It has the list of the calendar with the days circled. You go to find the masks that have the numbers beside them that correspond to the numbers on the days that were circled, and you find out what that mask represents. In this case, it's the moon goddess being stared at and the sun. So yeah, that falls under weird. Alright, creepy basement. Always a plus. Alright, here we go. Ah, phonograph cylinder. And what do you know? There's a phonograph. Let's see what the good Dr. Faust has to say. Now, my opinion is actually, since we are definitely inside a simulation at this point, that this is not actually the memory of recordings. This is Faust's fragmented consciousness trying to communicate with us. You remember, first we saw those holograms of him talking to us, then just his voice, and now it's been reduced to recordings he may have made in his life that he remembers. So what is ever happening to Dr. Faust is degrading his mind, and since we're in the same simulation, the same thing's probably going to happen to us. So, you know, things to look forward to.
In archaic myths, lurking in shunned and forbidden volumes, I've been able to trace some parts, speaking about a device of non-terrestrial origin that is capable of much more than I could ever imagine. Ancient Conariums, I will call them. Machines which are said to have been built long before mankind ever tread on this planet. The very source of the design I've used to make my own version of the machine.
Okay, so not creepy at all. Okay, nothing there. Ah, creepy Cthulhu mask. Highly ornamental wooden mask that clearly depicts a cephaloid creature. Just looking at it gives me the shivers. Well, we did think way back when that, oh, well, skoink. But that, the Cthulhu cult must have gotten in there before us and after the Lizardmen, and, oh, that looks
I
deep.
hope the ladder doesn't give out under my weight.
Dude, you're a simulation, you don't have any weight. Just how far did you and Faust dig? I mean, this would have taken months. And you lined it with bricks? Okay, so this must be your original well. You know, most manor houses during the day would have had their own water supply, which apparently went pretty deep. That, or we're remembering in this a hell of a lot further down than... Wait, we're not done. Oi. You know, if I was, probably would have just put in an elevator at this point. Alright then. From creepy basement to creepy catacombs. It's always an improvement. Who puts these here? Alright, it's a simulation. Ah, the Conarium. Now, I think we saw a flash of this when we woke up at this... Okay, headache time. Withered corpse, always good. Yeah. Oh, well, these black bottles. Maybe it's an obscure reference. Lovecraft did have a story called The Black Bottle about a guy who... Oh. Yoink. Key. Alright, what do we got? The key is standard metallic. Don't even bother describing it. Which yes, a evil vicar kept people's souls in a black bottle. Because that's what evil vicars do. Huh. Hey, wait, I didn't get a look at that. Oh, circular metal object with a 5-point sign. Another thing. On the other hand, there's a complex inscription that looks like a star map. Cool. I think I know where to put that. Hang on. And another rambling. Now let's go see what the madman has to say. Well, the other madman, I think I qualify as nuts too.
It is said that ancient Conariums have the ability to transfer one's mind outside, through the endless vacuum, into other receiving Conariums. Just think about the possibility of shedding off the earthbound mortal coil to reach to the stars and yonder, as a free agent to see the grand scheme above and beyond the third dimension. Being able to contemplate vistas and sense things you could never ever dream of with the help of the bodily sensations. Finally, we shall overleap time, space, and dimensions, and without bodily motion peer to the bottom of creation. Yes, I know how this sounds to you. This is incomprehensible even for someone like me who spent almost a lifetime on such arcane topics. It is just sad to see. The knowledge has been out there all the time forevermore, and we failed to read between the lines.
Yeah. Going so well, too. And that's the thing. Wait. Computer printout? And you've been doodling bats and elder signs on it. Yeah. 1949 computer. I think it's a bit advanced. We're doing vacuum tubes at this point. Yeah. The thing is about the simulations and putting your mind in them is that I don't think it's ever going to work out quite as well as you'd hope. I mean, look at us. We're stuck in a recursive loop of our own memories. I mean, from the moment we woke up, quote unquote, woke up in that lounge, we've been in a simulation. I mean, our body is probably quite dead at this point. And we're stuck with a whole thousands of dead lizard men who hate us. Yay, heaven.
I remember this place, and what we achieved here. Violating the laws of nature with the help of those dead bodies brought here secretly from only God knows where. Forcing them to cooperate by the means of the cursed necromancy, and dreaming their dreams in those profane sessions to learn forbidden knowledge. Now I can distinctly see how pure madness once roamed here, within our own shoes.
That's a strange metaphor.
I remember this
Oh
place.
no, damn it. I thought
And what...
sometimes he says something different if you do it twice, but yeah. Huh, well, actually, give me a second, because I think I know what to do with that star map first. So, let's take the long hike back up to the... Oh, skip. Great. We're in a simulation, I forgot. So we can just skip that part. Don't know if I'm talking about the game itself, or the simulation within the game. I mean, blow the Inception horn at this point. I don't have my own top. Damn it, how do I know if I've woken up? Oh wait, I'm never waking up. I'm probably dead. No, I think it was over here? Oh, there we go. Right then. Oh, did I get that? Wow. I guess I missed one. Judging from the tone of your last correspondence, I see that you are shocked to hear how far I've been able to progress. You asked me how I did it, and here I shall tell you every detail. I believe you remember I mentioned to you a young gentleman named Frank Gilman from the Miskatonic University. Hey, that's us! When I saw his thesis on the pineal gland and its development in structural evolution and decadence over the course of the thousands of years, decadence means decay, by the way, I knew at once I was a step closer to freeing myself from the chains of corporeal limits. Partly, the boy was able to understand the underlying notions and spot the details I was unsure of. I contacted and only partly told him about my research so that he might treat me as others did. As a man of science, I was sure he would get anxious, and so he did. Anxious. Excited. Not... Maybe this is 1949 speak. After days and nights of meticulous work, changing the design of the machine I originally built and fine-tuning it to adapt our physiology, I managed to make the device work without rejection by the brain. It was not designed for humans, yet we managed to prepare it for us. You remember how those so-called scientific communities mocked me when I first told them about my theory of transcending the human senses using a mechanical device? To hell with them! They mocked me with the assertion that those cannot be tested by current methods of scientific inquiry. And here we are, given enough imperial data related to the sessions. It was an alien sensation using it, seeing and feeling without the help of one corporeal's body while floating easily in the ocean of darkness. I will write to you again in the coming weeks and invite you to personally see the results. With kind results, E.W. Ross. Now, Faust's name is Ross, not Faust. I'm guessing it was a nickname or an alias. Anyways, there we go. Aha! I was right. And this is the same star pattern we saw inside the facility. If you remember when we rebooted the photonic light system, hard light system, we managed to get these star maps to show us an orange dot where one of these stars were.
I don't exactly remember this device, but the projected image is the same with the star map I've seen on the dome in the underground level of the pre-human city. What was it that Dr. Faust was looking for?
I have no idea. Ooh, I got an achievement. All secrets. Super sleuth. What if I can get all of them? Probably missed a letter or two. I may go back and pick an errata episode at the end of this narrative one, just for all the stuff I've missed, because I know I probably missed some stuff. Just by the achievement list, I think I've already missed stuff. But yeah, let's go check out that locked door. Oh god, we go down again, don't we? Come on, come on. Skip me. Skip, 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 skip. Oh, thank gods. Well, this is one advantage of being in a simulation. You can avoid, you know, the transit time. Alright, here we go. Although sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. Okay, more souls. What was that? Guess it's time to go crazy again. Trilobites? Seems it's an old fossil. Oh look, an Elder Thing pizza. Give me a second. Don't touch the pizza! Oh, stop feeling the alien pizza.
I knew it. All those years of extensive research have not been in vain.
Aha!
Here it is, lying dormant and standing still beneath the eternally shifting sands of Rub al Khali for who knows how many millennia.
Okay, cool. Unfortunately, it's going to fall on us. Now, yeah, we're in Dr. Ross, aka Dr. Faust's mind right now. Remember how I told you there was probably fragments of his intelligence wandering around at this point that he's falling apart? Yeah, this is apparently his memory, and we're living it. Let's take a look at this. I've noted down the symbol. What does that mean? Huh. Do I have a journal as him? No, apparently not. Don't have any items right now. How do I look at the notes? There we go. Always a flashlight. Oh, these are all the things that we saw packed. Ah, well, there's the axe. Always need an axe. This must be the map we took. This must be my laundry. This must be, hopefully not undead lizardmen screaming in agony. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is actually one of the lizardmen's places. There's not a recreated elder thing. As you notice, there's no light network, only the, well, no elder thing crystal light network, only the flames from the primitive version of the photonic cells. On the other hand, that kind of means it's still working, even though it's underground. Although, light sources. Aha! Looks like they've got, yep. Looks like they managed to put some of the photonic system together. They're still getting light. Interesting geodesic designs. Ah. Do not enter on pain of losing your immortal soul. Signed, Bob. Got it.
The hallway seems like it was intentionally blocked with this ornate wall, and there are some primal writings inscribed on it.
You know where...
As far as I can tell, the text talks about a guardian, a formless, glistening and reflectively iridescent black protoplasm, able to mock and reflect all forms and organs.
Right, that would actually be... Let's see. Yeah. That would be a Shoggoth. First rule of Call of Cthulhu, there's always a Shoggoth. Come on, come on. You know, Gilman makes this look easy, dude. Wonder your mind fell apart first. Wait. We're talking like him. Oh god, Gilman's starting to lose his identity. Great. Here's Johnny. Ugh. How many of you gonna get that reference? Alright. Dead people.
I wonder if these mummified bodies were the ones who originally built this place.
You know what might have said that? That little priceless historical record you just smash apart with an axe. Wait. Ah! So this is where he got it originally. Statue of a member of the pre-human race of the Elder Things. This creature is depicted in a pose that radiates a feeling of power to the beholder. Touching it makes me feel like this is utterly alien, does not believe on this planet. Don't touch it, man. Just don't touch it, alright? Kinda creeping me out here, dude. Uh-huh. Hey, lizard thing equivalent of a trash fire. This looks important. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, it's a puzzle. Hang on, I'm guessing that note had something to do with it. Can I even get that going? Let's see. Journal. What are the instructions, anyways? Okay, this is gonna take a bit. I'm supposed to have a drawing of it, but I can't seem to find it in any of my abilities here. So, yeah, give me a second. I may have to brute force this to look this up. Okay, so guess what? I was right. I'm supposed to be able to access the journal to get at least this one drawing down, but there's a bug, apparently, that's preventing me from doing so. And it's always a bug. So, it was that drawing I took off of the eldritch thing. Oh, no. We're going this way. Daron. And it's also twitchy. Guys, your hit thing controls. You need to be better at this. But yeah, the inscription on the pizza thing was supposed to produce this, which is what I have to recreate. Okay, so I can deal with that. But anyways, it starts this beam going up. Aha! And it looks like we won the prize. Wait, what? Anything down here? Okay, so let's go check out the creepy chamber, shall we? Or let's see. Remember how Dr. Ross/Faust looked at the creepy chamber. Hey, man, psychedelic. All right. Wait, this whole thing's been psychedelic. But yeah, there's the photonic system lights. It looks like they managed to recreate some small part of it. And what do we got here? Huh, interesting. Am I supposed to hack it apart? Hang on. Just in case. No? Supposed to be something happening here. Let's see, did I do something wrong? Oh, I probably missed something over here I'm supposed to get. Uh-huh. Of course, it's on the third eye. Awesome. Yes, there it is. There we go. Problem is it was the same color. I kind of missed it. Alright, so let's pop over here. Find out where we're supposed to stick this. Oh, you know, I'm betting you stick that thing on the guy's third eye. Yeah, that's it. Alright. No? Seriously, where's it go? Huh. This just gets really stupid. I'll skip over forward, okay? Oh, or do I have to activate it? Alright, let's go. Half-rusted metallic object. Okay. Alright, I've got the thing to stick, but where do I stick it? Oy. I do hate it when some adventure games make things less than obvious. Right then. Oh, there we go. Disco ball. Who knew the lizard men were such swingers? There we go. This is Pangea, by the way. This is what the world was like millions of years ago as the lizardmen were here. One gigantic continent that split up into the 5 that we know today. But here we go. Lecture time.
I finally found it. This mural is depicting the continents in the middle... Jurassic era, I believe.
No idea if that's true.
This is marvelous, as well as overwhelming. The light from the device is obviously showing the locations of the ancient Conariums.
Obviously.
Yes, it definitely is so. For I've known 2 of these places from the detailed petroglyphs in the secret halls beneath the Khafre's pyramid.
Ah, another Lovecraft
But they
reference.
all had gone now. Even their ruins had been crumbled under the waves of human cruelty and the merciless time. But this lowermost landmass is what we call Antarctica today. It is most probable that the structure that holds the Conarium is mostly enduring still today.
Okay, then. Now what? Just go back to the rope, I guess? Alright. But yeah, the thing is that, Conarium surviving to this point and we plugging ourselves in must be the reason we had the whole Antarctic expedition originally. Oh, crap. Up and at him, up and at him. When did you press the self-destruct button?
I better leave this place immediately.
Right, I'm getting right on that. It's a shoggoth! Okay, I think we've had enough excitement for one day, don't you? So before I died and go back to the light here, I'm going to call this episode now, and we're going to see what happens probably the last part of this. Yeah, we've gotten trippy, and I think it's only going to get weirder from here. So, join me for the finale of Conarium, and see the final fate of Frank Gilman within the alien matrix that he probably never should have been playing with. In our next episode, this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and Conarium. See you next time.